Planning is overrated. Stop waiting and say, oh, I don't have a logo, I don't have a name. How will I? All those things are important, but they're not really necessary. Hi, welcome back to Christian Girl Therapy. I'm your host, Okusara Faith. How you doing? Hope you have been good since our last episode. Have you been? If you're just stopping by this podcast for the first time, I'm your host, Okusara Faith. And on this podcast, we have conversations that lead to growth, healing, and transformation. And all our conversations are based on the Word of God because I know and believe that the Word of God is the best kind of therapy. So if this is your first episode, is it first time you're tuning in, please don't forget to subscribe so you join the amazing family and don't miss any episode when it comes out. Welcome to another episode. On this episode, we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people struggle with, including myself, and that is perfection. The idea of perfection. We just love it. We just love how it sounds. We love the idea of it. We love planning things to the perfect moment, to the perfect detail. Every single thing must just go a certain way. And you've heard a lot of people say, I'm a perfectionist. I love things going this way. But the truth about this is that perfection is an illusion. What do I mean? It means that perfection does not really exist. You can never have a perfect time, perfect moment, perfect opportunity, or you can never plan something that at the end of the day, it goes exactly how you want it to go. Never. Is an illusion. It cannot happen. What exists and what you can have or what really exists are opportunities that you can make perfect, are moments you can make perfect, are times you can make perfect, are situations that you can make perfect. So perfection is actually subjective. There is really no perfect. There's no an ideal perfect moment or an ideal perfect time. And why is it necessary for us to talk about this? It's necessary because there are a lot of you who you have a plan, you have an idea, you have something you really want to do, but because you are waiting for that perfect time, you just believe there's a perfect moment, there's a perfect time. You are waiting for everything to go according to how you want it to go. You're waiting to have everything. You want everything to be in place. And that is the reason why you haven't started what you want to start. You haven't started that thing that you really want to start. And that's why we need to talk about it. Perfection is an illusion, is a lie. There is no perfect time, no perfect opportunity, no perfect situation. It's what you make of it that makes it perfect. So start now. Basically, this is what this video is all about. Helping you to see reasons why you don't have to spend time waiting. You don't have to spend time delaying, because the thing the enemy hopes for more than anything is that it prevents you or keeps you from doing that thing God has asked you to do. And he uses tactics like distractions, delay, perfection to prevent you from going after what God has said you should do. If you read through our scriptures, you will see that God never gave anyone a perfect picture. He never gave anybody a perfect plan. The only thing that God gave every single person is either a word, an instruction, a dream, or a vision. And they were meant to go ahead with just that little detail, because he leads you step by step. So when you obey the first instruction, or you obey the first word, or you act on the first instruction that God has given to you, then and only then can he show you the next step that you are to take. But the enemy uses these tactics of perfectionism, to delay you, to distract you, to prevent you from doing that thing that God has asked you to do. And sometimes we thinking that we're waiting for the perfect time is also an excuse to mask what is really going on the inside of us. We use it as an excuse to hide our deepest fears, or to hide the fear that we're really feeling, the doubt we're experiencing, the fact that we're second guessing ourselves, the fact that you're overthinking, the fact that you just want to have a sense of control on everything. That is what you are really hiding. But when you take away the layer or the veil of perfectionism, or the excuse I want everything to be perfect, then and only then can you really deal with the issues that are on ground. The issue of overthinking. Thinking, how will it go? Will I succeed? Will it work out? Will it turn out how I want it to turn out? Will everything happen exactly the way I think it will happen? Will I succeed at it? Thinking, how will I start? Do I have enough resources? Will I have enough people believing in me or buying into this thing I want to do? See, life is something that you cannot have control over. There are so many factors in life that you can never have control over. The only thing that God has asked us to have is faith. Say, trust in the Lord your God and lean not in your own understanding. The only thing God asks us to have in any situation, every situation, is faith. That sense of, oh, if I do it this way, I need it to be done this way, it must turn out this way, is control. You need to let go of control. Proverbs 19 verse 21 says, you can make many plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. It's literally telling us that it's not about your plans. It's not about the big ideas you have. It's not about the resources you think you have or you do not have. It's about the Lord's will. Once God's hand is in whatever you are doing, then you can be rest assured that every single thing will turn out the way it needs to turn out. Is planning good, but planning is overrated. I remember when I wanted to start this podcast, God had been prompting me to start a podcast, but I've been waiting for the perfect time, perfect opportunity, perfect resources. I was saying, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. And I was just like, okay, I'm not ready yet, right? But that was an excuse I was giving to myself, right? Because I wasn't really dealing with the real things, that second guessing myself, overthinking, doubt. But I remember that when that season passed, I really felt hot about it because I knew that I could do this. But again, I was waiting for the perfect time, perfect opportunity. So when another season came again and I got that prompting again for me to start this podcast, start doing this thing, I didn't plan anything. I literally did not plan anything. My first episode, if you go on Spotify, is an audio episode. It's not a video episode. If you go on Spotify, if you listen to my first episode, you will notice so many things in that episode. Many, many things in that episode. My voice was cracked that day. I didn't have a good mic. In fact, I literally just plugged the mic to my phone and started speaking and I released that episode. And that is how I started. See, listen, once you have crossed all the first initial T's and crossed all the first initial I's, just begin. Nothing can be so perfect. And the truth is that you wanting it to be perfect is part of you saying you are totally dependent on yourself. Is you saying that you are not trusting in the God who sent you. You are not is having total dependence on yourself. And God doesn't want us to get to a stage where we believe that, oh, because we have checked all the boxes, we have done everything right, then we just know for sure that this thing will work. You've heard the statement that God is not looking for perfect people. He's just looking for available people. He's just looking for ready people. And that was how I started my podcast. I released the first episode and every other thing I did it along as I was growing in my podcast, as I was releasing more episodes, I was correcting a lot of things. I was working on a lot of things. But if I did not take the bold step, if I didn't let go of my overthinking, my doubts, me second guessing myself, me trying to have a control and everything and just release that episode, I probably will not have been doing this by now. I probably will still be in the stage of me waiting for the perfect time, the perfect moment, or the perfect resources. So perfection is an illusion. There are things you have to understand, and the first one is nobody ever gets it at the first goal, at the first try. Nobody. There's nobody who has ever started anything and say, oh, I started this thing and it was so perfect. No, there's always going to be room for improvement, room for learning, room for growing. And let me give you an example, right? Even God, when He created the heavens and the earth, God did not waste time trying to plan everything. He said, the Spirit of God hover around the face of the dark. And He immediately said, let there be light. He started creating immediately. Let there be light, let there be day, let there be night. He created man, He created animals. But now listen, when He was done with His creation and everything, that was when God saw that it wasn't good for man to be alone. And He created woman. This should tell you that you cannot have everything perfectly at the first time. There will always be space for improvement, space for growth, space for changes. Which brings me to my second point of the things that you need to know. Making mistakes and failing doesn't mean it will not work out, doesn't mean it's not good. So that fear that you're having, that what if I make a mistake? What if this doesn't work out? What if I fail at it? Is just the enemy trying to prevent you from doing what God needs you to do. There's always room for improvement. There's always room to make a change. There's always room to do something better. When God saw that it wasn't good for Adam to be alone, He created woman. But He did not wait to say, oh, let me think about everything. Let me have everything. No. Net He saw what needed to be created. He created it. And you have that same spirit in you, that same spirit of creation. So trust yourself. Trust in you. Philippians 2:13 says, it is God who works in you, both to will and to do of His good pleasure. So trust in yourself. Trust in that idea that God is giving to you. Trust in the vision. Trust in the dreams. Trust in everything. Just believe and act on it. So planning is overrated. I repeat it again. Planning is overrated. Stop waiting and say, oh, I don't have a logo. I don't have a name. How will I? All those things are important, but they're not really necessary. What's important is that you are ready to grow, you're ready to improve yourself, you're ready to do better. So start something. Do it. Start now. Start writing that book. Don't wait for, oh, I want everything to be structured. Write the book now. Start your business now. Post it on your online. Apply for whatever you want to apply now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, perfect time. Just have it in your mind that as you're going along with your journey, God will be helping you. You will keep improving. You will keep getting better, and you will keep doing the things that you need to do. And God will keep aligning your steps for you. So the fact that God has given you the idea, the fact that God has given you the dream, the fact that God has given you the vision is enough reason for you to start now. Act now. There is no perfect time, no perfect season, no perfect opportunity. Just begin. So if you're watching this episode and you have been waiting for that push, that thing that will push you, this episode is the episode for you. Start now. Now is the perfect time. And probably maybe you have had something in your mind before and you missed the opportunity and you are feeling bad about it. Don't think about it. Start now. Now. Start now. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like so other people will see this video. I remain your host, Okusore Faith, and till our next episode, keep on loving, keep on growing, and keep on healing. Bye.